Okay, just a quick break there to get everything switched over and ready for the next segment. Turn the music down a little bit. Let me know if it goes down too low or still too high or anything. So, kind of the very first thing I want to do here, the first thing we're going to do, since they are, like, in kind of the vicinity of Salamander here, and since there's, like, a lot I can still kind of spitball, a lot I can improvise while they're, like, doing all this town stuff. First thing we're going to do is look at some monsters that are, like, a couple levels higher than the players and see what kind of stats we want to give Salamander. I do want to make it difficult. So we're going to look at, like, some level 8, level 9 creatures and see if we can adapt some stat blocks, see what kind of numbers we should be putting on Salamander. So I'm thinking, first let's look up this table that I reference a whole lot under the core rulebook, game mastering. There's a, the table here that anyone who's GM'd is probably pretty familiar with. Shows like the XP kind of intervals for Archives of PG. Shows like the intervals for creature XP and like what kind of encounters, what your budget is for like encounter difficulty, and what creatures fit that XP allowance. So I think we're just gonna go straight up with like a level 9 creature and kind of like see what they're about. Yeah. Monsters, there it is. We're just gonna go into all and sort by level. Units of VG. Dragon Turtle. That's probably gonna be high AC. I kind of probably want something medium AC, really high health. Megalodon. Cassian Warhound probably has some abilities similar to what we want to. Dragon Turtle never gets love. I might include Dragon Turtles in somewhere. 140 HP. AC 29 is... This is kind of what I was thinking, that Dragon Turtle's gonna have high AC. These are probably all gonna have pretty high AC, but like AC 27 is way better than... Yeah, so we might go the Megalodon route where it's lower AC but much higher HP. Yeah, this might be kind of like around the numbers we want to vamp. So you're saying AC 32 is the goal here? Not quite. Let me just look at what Sonus rolls. I suppose I can look just in the chat, huh? Did he roll last session? I guess not. So like he rolls a plus, like a pretty high plus. Yeah, it's like plus 14. So even she has to roll like a 13 to hit. That's a pretty big deal. What was this? Like AC 27? We'll see. We'll like pull out the stat block and see if we want to adjust things around. Let them face the big boy ACs of the level. Yeah, I don't really want to adjust it. I don't want to be particularly nice to them in this case, because again, they've foregone preparation to get here faster. So they could have had help, and they still might get help if they wait long enough. So we got this, which we can move up here. These are just some like lair abilities that we talked about last week. Just again, kind of using these pillars as like sources of. These are just a callback to the Explicita fight, basically. So each one of these is going to have some kind of ability that we've talked about a little bit. Like this is going to open a portal that summons like fire elementals. Hello, Michael, welcome. This is going to pop just a defensive flame circle around this guy, make it so anyone in melee range is in trouble. This is going to drop like a blinding flame on people. And this is just a line nuke. Just a line of fire in the shape of a bull, you know. Thank you, Kaomi. Thank you for the bits. If they just burn through the issue well enough, though, that would be nice. Where is this place? This place, yeah, let's talk about that. This is the island that they are trying to get to. So they paddled up here, being wary of this island called the Simmering Isle. But yeah, Salamanders on the Simmering Isle, and thank you guys. I still don't have a specific alert for any number of bits, but also not the 69. But nice. So yeah, they're trying to hop a boat to get across here, and Salamander's lair is here. It's the temple on top of this island. Once they get closer, I'm going to describe it as looking like it's excavated. Like it's not necessarily built on top here. It's been like unburied. Yeah, so that's a thing. That's a thing. Yeah. I mean, the wall of fire in a sphere. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'll just be a ring of fire that, you know, literally it's going to be grab this, plop it down right on top of him, you know, like right here. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah. So those are kind of some special abilities. The idea is the pillars will be the lair ability that happens at the end or start of every initiative. I'll probably pop this one just right off the bat. So like summon a bunch of elementals. Next turn, drop the fire wall. So if they want, they can like focus on killing the little elementals. And then yeah, they'll have kind of. It's gonna be a whole thing. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Okay. And other than that, he's also going to have, it's either going to be a passive or like a reaction or a free action at the start of his turn. I don't know. It's going to happen at the start of his turn. He's going to shoot out cones of fire that have about a, I guess it'll be a 5-foot, maybe it'll be, we'll talk about how big we want to size this stuff. But there's going to be like a cone that shoots out. It's going to be cardinal directions, so like north, east, southwest, with like a gap in between, and then it'll be diagonals, so, you know, towards the pillars instead. And that's just gonna go off every turn for it's not a ton of damage, but it's gonna be a tick that could potentially hit the entire party, and if you go unconscious, it'll obviously just keep burning you. It's not gonna care that you're down, so that'll be a thing. Let me measure. And I think the cones are gonna go like 60 feet or something. Yeah, and like the pillar is going to also block it. So yeah, there will be like this kind of dance they have to do, or a dance by the pillars they'll have to do to stay out of harm's way. Yeah. So let's write down some stats. Also, Michael came in. We're planning on, I think, having like a kind of a duo stream on Thursday to go over Path of Exile. Just kind of like a look at getting a new player into it. And where to start and how to get the best start, how to wrap your head around the game. So yeah, so that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Played a little bit of Path of Exile on stream a couple weeks ago. I don't think we did any last week, but it's super fun. So all right. I think the default font, Kindle is okay. That's okay. That's an okay font. Yeah. So I'm gonna be kind of thinking of, and yeah, Kiyomi, if you want to join in for that as well, if you have time on Thursday, that would be awesome as well. Yeah, no problem. Voice crack. I should make an excuse for that. I am very thirsty and very tired today, so I apologize for any voice malfunctions that might come up. I woke up really early to do a training that I really didn't like for my company. So that was stressful and hard on my voice. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for the 75 bits. And yeah, I'm looking forward to Thursday. I think it's gonna be fun. What's it saying? Salamander, AC, 27, HP. Well, no, it was up there, right? It was like 170, 180. 180. We'll use that as the baseline. That's fine. Yeah, Thursday evening. We don't have a specific start time. I can start kind of 4 to 5-ish. Speaking of play, I don't have enough channel points to force you to adventure, but at some point, yeah. Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. All right. Can start whenever. Cool. I'll send you a message on Thursday because depending on work, I might be able to start earlier than that. But yeah, we'll figure it out. So he's definitely going to have a bite. He's going to have a bite, and he's going to have a tail swipe. And he's probably going to have a claw. Yeah. You're also a little drunk right now? Gotcha, Wither. I hope that's going enjoyably for you. So it looks like, yeah, like a plus 22. Tail is agile. Interesting. I like that. Maybe we don't do a claw and it'll just be swallow whole. I kind of like that. Do I? I don't know. We'll see. We might not steal that. He's got enough other abilities. I'm not sure since it's my my first one shot in a few years. I mean, sometimes you're not wrong. We'll keep the claw there for a minute. Bite is gonna be, yeah, I think we're, ooh, D12, ooh, that's nice, all right. And it's, I think I want to keep the grab. I don't know if I want to keep reach. Tail might have reach. I don't know about the bite. Like, I know that's kind of a standard thing for, like, big creatures, but he's not, like, I don't know. He's not going to be the most agile thing. I think he'll be able to, you know, bite anything around here, but I don't think he'll be able to bite, like, out to here. America accepts you, thank you. Mostly, yeah. Does depend, unfortunately, but we're getting there, aren't we? I like the reach 15 feet on the tail. Reach 15 on the tail. I also like the agile on it. 2d8 plus 10 piercing damage? Piercing damage? Nah, that's bludgeoning. That's bludgeoning damage. The shark hit with a jaw strike on its most recent action this turn. The creature, oh wow, okay. Huh. Yeah, I agree that it's like, I would prefer it to be better for sure. There are obvious blind spots, but... So let's see, what else? We'll just take the athletics, the stealth, and the... No, what do I... I'm at the saves. Fort Ref Will. Let's put it up there and see if that looks okay to me. Fort 21, Ref 16, that does make sense to me. Will 17? I think That's really high. It's really high, by the way. These are big numbers. I think I'm gonna bump up Will a bit. Not a lot, just a bit. Just because RP-wise, he's a demigod. He's a demigod. He's not going to be the easiest to, like, mentally manipulate, you know? You know? I think any demigod is probably going to have a higher will save by default, just a little bit. And speed, I don't think he's going to be super fast. I think he's going to be 20 feet. So let's just do this. Free action, start of turn. 2d6. Yeah, 2d6 flame cones. Rotating each turn. DC like 20 reflex save. Let's bump it up just a little bit. It's not that even 20. Let's do 22. Bite plus 22. Holy crap. Their AC is... He's gonna be critting some of these folks on a 10. Again, preparations were not made, so I think I'm okay with that. I think. And we've seen that they can do, like, serious damage. Technically, this guy might only live through, like, 5 attacks or something, you know? He probably won't get crit. It'll probably take a couple of rounds to kill him. I just kind of gotta get lucky enough, long enough. And really, they can kind of keep their distance from him, and they won't take too much. Physical damage if they don't, like, get up in his face. But let's talk about... We have the flame quadrants down here. Let's talk about the lair ability. Oh yeah, I forgot about the flammable oil thing. That's more of a flavor thing anyway. Let's see. Their ability is Ancient Pillars. Jeesh. Okay, come on. There we go. Bottom left. Elemental Portal. Summons Like maybe like 1d8 flame elementals of a certain level. We'll look through that in a minute. Top left. Flame barrier. Reflex save when making melee attacks. Otherwise acts like wall of fire, probably. Top right. Blinding flame. Bottom right. The flame bowl. 120-foot line of fire. 66 maybe? Maybe? Oh yeah, and he can like choose for this line to come from him or from this pillar, I think. So let's look at some fire elementals and let's look at Wall of Fire. Inferno. And then, like, Cinder Rats? Yeah. Cinder Rats is probably what we'll use. Maybe it shouldn't be 1d10 then. We'll think about it. Or 1d8. Maybe it should be 1d6. Because these have a decent amount of HP as well. Or maybe we'll just weaken them so they're a level lower. They also have weakness cold. Not that the party has shown that they have any or many cold attacks. Okay. Because I want more elementals than fewer. So what's the like weak? I don't remember where to find the weak template. Or whatever it's called. Maybe we can use minions. Maybe we can pull that trick again. Yeah. So they're just fire rats, but if they take damage, they die. So all the same stats, but 1 HP. Might do that. And if they happen to hit it with a cold attack, I think it'll probably like it'll poof in like an explosion of steam, and like anything within 5 feet. Any fire elementals within 5 feet will also be extinguished, since like the weakness to cold doesn't really help here. So can I, like... No, I can't. Can't italicize or anything. That's alright. Okay. I think there should be an artifact of fire here? Yeah, so... I'm thinking about including relics, like the rules for relics that came out in the GMG. I'm thinking about doing something like that. And like handing those out to players pretty quickly. Hello, Core. Thank you. Gonna drop a lurk here while I go walk the bug and stop by again later. Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you very much. This, you would like this color. Well, I don't know if you're talking about the bottom shirt or the top shirt, but this is one of the jackets. One of the jackets that you gave me. So there is that. But yeah, I also like the blue underneath. Also, we should try on more of these jackets because I really like wearing them on stream. So, have a good walk. I thought you might not be aware. Oh, well, never mind. You already. Good. I'm glad it's a good discovery. I was gonna show you the box, but you already probably saw it on Facebook, so that's fine. Yeah, I will be opening it soon. I will also be moving my PS4 so it's like right there. So. Yeah, we're gonna look at Flame Wall, right? Don't need to save that page anymore. Flame Wall. It is Wall of Flame, isn't it? Wall of Fire, that's what it is. It's definitely gonna be heightened. It is spell level 4. Maybe it won't definitely be heightened. 5-foot thick wall, 60 feet long, 10 feet high, or 5-foot thick, 10-foot radius ring of flame, hey, with the same height. The wall stands vertically in either form. If you wish, the wall can be a shorter length or height. Everything on each side of the wall is concealed from creatures on the opposite side. Oh, any creature that crosses the wall, or is occupying the wall's area at the start of its turn, takes 46 fire damage. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of a lot, but I like it. So, like, yeah, you can stand here and attack, but you're still going to have to take some of the damage. I think we'll keep the reflex save. Yeah. Give me one moment to write down this note, and then I'll take a look. Flame barrier 46 if crossing. Reflex save when making melee attacks. Otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, 46. And he is concealed. Okay. Let's see. Like a firestorm hammer. Once per day, as a standard action, you can hit the ground beneath your feet and summon a fireball centered on you, of which the wielder is immune to. Others caught in the area of effect are affected as per the fireball spell. Okay. Give this to an elemental as a relic, and you can have more power on it if you want. Yeah. Burning Man had a very similar ability. Like, he literally just held up his hand and blew up a fireball above his head, so that would be thematically consistent. We could do that. We could do something like that. Let's see. I will keep that in mind. I need to, like, look at the relics, look at kind of what I want to do, because it's going to be a while before they get more relics. And it also depends on if they go inside this very inconspicuous door over here and go down into the temple as an escape after, like, if they kill Salamander and get a chance to escape, then, you know. I mean, yeah, I will probably create my own items, but, like that as written is pretty strong. I make my own items all the time, to be clear. But I want to look at, like, the relic rules again that are in the GMG and, like, build up some stuff that can grow with the players. And I'm probably going to give them some choice of, like, how it functions, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like one of Eve's daggers might be a relic already, and every time she, like... Or maybe it's just a staff. Maybe it's not so much a relic, maybe it's a staff, but every time she's, like, stabbing it into one of these pillars, it's, like, gaining an ability. Or, like, you can hold an ability of each element or something? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. So, top right we said was a blinding flame. Let's just look at... Okay. First of all... Yeah, 22 DC basic reflex save on the line of fire, I think. Maybe it'll be a little higher. What I would want as a relic is an energy dagger that can switch between elemental, force, positive, or negative energy damage. So like 1d4 energy damage? Gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, like 1d4 energy damage of your choice. That is also not a bad idea. I do like that. It might have to be not the dagger. It might have to go to someone else. Just because Eve's dagger already, like, the Jade dagger, which I'm thinking of turning into the relic, or at least some kind of consistently upgradable weapon, kind of already acts in a slightly different way. I think. I'll have to, like, look at the stats again, but it, I don't know, I guess it basically has a wand effect built in. Yeah, Alchemist could probably use it. I was thinking Alchemist, yeah. I also definitely need to give something to Solus. I need to figure out a good magic item to give the Bard. If he uses a sling, make it ammunition. He actually doesn't, like... Actually doesn't use the sling or any kind of ranged weapon at all right now. So we're... Yeah, I'm thinking about, like, giving him parts to make that, the, like, alchemical crossbow thing. Where you, like, stick a vial in it and it shoots, elemental damage of some type. Like, powered by his, alchemy. But... Solus is the bard that, he's kind of like, he's a bard that is primarily interested in, like, the well-being of Eden, the main city. So, he's done some kind of, on the one hand, he gets along with people, he's very charismatic, gets along well with children, but also he's definitely just been like, yeah, let's just kill these people because it's safer for Eden to just get them out of the way. Like, that has been his argument on more than one occasion. So, let's see. Oh, you know what we're gonna listen to? We're gonna listen to an Endless Space mix. Maybe Solus would like an aligned item? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to give them items that are not just weapons as well, because that's basically most of what I've given out. And I want to expand my horizons as well as theirs. So we'll see. Blinding Flame. Yeah, I was looking at spells, that's right. So let's just look at all spells, question mark? Oh, it doesn't really, there's not a lot of filters here. Fire. Fairy Fire. Flaming Sphere. Fireball. It's gonna end up just being a fireball that blinds people. There is always the angel helmet, that's true. My shoulder is very tight. Anyway. So sorry if I'm like squirming around a lot. Flame Strike is a bit much, I think. So we're probably gonna go with Fireball, not a heightened Fireball or anything. Just a Fireball that also happens to blind. Very sooty Fireball. Maybe it'll be a little tighter radius, because this is what, 20-foot burst? We might keep this like a, how big is this actually? I guess it's kind of like a 10-foot, but it's weird because it's not centered on a square. So this would be a 10-foot burst. Maybe we'll keep it that. $66 Fireball, 22 basic reflex, and then like a fort save. So if you fail against the fireball, you just do a DC 20 fort save or you are blinded by the soot. I think that I'm happy with that. Or maybe I will lower the damage since like Flammable is kind of the nuke. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. It's more of a utility spell. Hello Cam, welcome. Cam, as you can see, we are overloading Salamander with so much stuff. So I'm pretty excited about that. And we've been talking a little bit about items, but we haven't gotten too much into it. Hello, Cam. Thank you for the 5 bits. Thank you for keeping those bits coming. Let's see. I'm sorry. I definitely read it and then just kind of like was processing it. Yeah. Upon hitting an opponent, the blade does 1d6 extra fire damage and has the fairy fire effect on the target of said attack. Yeah. I like it. And I think I will keep it in my pocket. Wow, thank you, Kim. Thank you for just keeping the gift subs coming over and over. Thank you for single-handedly giving us enough sub points to like get more emotes. Cam is killing it, yeah. So let's see. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I want to give them stuff that's not weapons, if I can, because they've already like bought and upgraded their own weapons. So I want to give something a little different, which is why I kind of want to look at the relic rules and see baseline what's there. There are a bunch of cuties in this chat. That is correct. That is correct. Good observation. Yeah, I mean, Eve has like 5 weapons right now. Sonus had like, he was given a magical weapon, but he sold it and like took the rune off of it. So yeah, it's, Oh yeah, I forgot this fire elemental thing is happening over here. Forgot about that. But like the relic stuff is so cool. So yeah, I just need to do some research. And like I might incorporate some of the stuff you're saying. But yeah, I just need to look. Loot is something that I usually end up looking at it off stream and then just kind of like I'll take bits and pieces of what people suggest. I know a PC who has no less than 15 weapons on person at a time. It's good to be prepared, it's true. But I need to practice coming up with other loot. I also think, like, in a way, stuff that just, like, does more damage is kind of, like, it's fine. But it's not like the most interesting loot. It's not loot that's gonna like stay with them for a while. So I kind of like giving them those just straight power upgrades on like mini bosses, and then giving them something as interesting as possible. I mean, I guess I gave the daggers on Explicative, but they're like, their cool stuff is not really their just attack power. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the plan. Coming up with themed utility items to hand out. So far, we've got Salamander's stat sheet built out with his AC 27. He's statted up as like a level 9 creature. He's quite a bit above the party. Because if the party waits long enough, they will have help. And, they had the option to get help and come more prepared. So this creature is pretty strong. So decided to be 4 levels above them. It's got 180 HP, 27 AC. Slow speed, but it's probably not going to leave this pedestal too much. Has a plus 22 bite and plus 22 tail attack that deal 2d12 plus 10 slash damage and 2d8 plus 10 bludgeoning damage, respectively, with the tail having a reach of 15 feet. And it does kind of this dancing flame thing at the start of every turn. So, shoots fire out north, east, southwest, and then does the same for, like, the diagonals, with, like, a 5-foot gap, maybe a 10-foot gap in between. I'm not, I've sure set it up where it's kind of got to either be a 5-foot or 15-foot gap. And 15-foot, I think it's going to be 5 feet. Let's see. And then, as we started to discuss last week, there's like a portal that will spew out 1d8 level 3 fire elementals that are treated as minions, so they only have 1 health. There is the flame barrier that deals 46 if you cross it, and a reflex save if you're like making a melee attack through it, and it also conceals the enemy inside. So they'll have to make that flat check, I think. Salamander, technically the enemies will also be concealed from Salamander, but it will... We'll see how that goes. There is a Blinding Flame that deals 46 damage on a 22 reflex save. If they fail the reflex save, they will have to make a fort save or they will be blinded by soot. And then the bottom right is the Flame Bowl Line Nuke that we talked about last time, which is just 66 damage, 22 basic reflex. So that's kind of where Salamander's sitting right now. Another utility item could be something like a creature-specific sanctuary item. Okay. That's not a bad idea. I don't remember exactly what these... Oh, yeah, okay. It just like... Okay, let's see. So does this give them the sanctuary effect, but only against certain creatures? Is that the idea? That is a cool thought. Just like... Yeah. Okay. It wouldn't, you know, that would be a really cool flavor thing if it was just like, you now have a necklace that, like, anyone who was a follower of, name, okay. Name only, okay, got you. Big Pink Tom. Alright, I'll think of an intro here, and we'll handle that. Keyboard is unhappy. Yeah, it looks like it. What, unhappy in what respect? What's going on? So yeah, I like the idea of them having something that, like, makes followers of Salamander, like, think twice before attacking them, or, you know. I like that plan. So... Man, it has been a while since anyone did an intro one, to be honest. Name only. Okay, I see. I see. What about a staff that fires salamanders? It's an interesting idea. Summoning flame elementals would be not a terrible idea. That would be cool. They, yeah, okay. High velocity lizards. Just a lizard launcher. I'm into it. So, I think... Chat, we are sitting here, we are observing Salamander, watching him show off his abilities. Throwing out these shadow flames that blind the firewalls that defend him from attacks and such. And, I think he's being taught. I think he's learning the abilities. We zoom in on the Salamander, and we see this, I think it's a strangely colored bugbear, is who's teaching him some new tricks. He's like, look, you got these pillars here. When you focus on them real hard, when you think real hard on these rocks, they do stuff. And this bugbear, he's got pink fur, and he's large. He's a large creature. He's bigger than your average bugbear. And Salamander is like, oh, I see. Can you show me some of this effect? And the pink bugbear, he says, yeah, no problem. He looks at one of the pillars, he snaps, and this explosion of pink fire just explodes on top of all of chat, really. Just on top of all of chat is how this happens. Just blows up chat. Chat, you roll your reflex save. That's at the bottom. I need to roll. You roll pretty well. There's an explosion of pink glitter. You are not blinded. You are okay. But this bugbear has made an impression. And Salamander is he's very impressed. He says, that's amazing. What is your, you choose to be blinded, Cam? That's totally acceptable. Cam has a -6 to being blinded by pink fire. Salamander says, powerful sorcerer. You who have risen up the ranks of mod from mere, I don't know, merely being kind of popular and cool, and you who have pulled the green sword from the ancient temple and ascended. What is your name, sorcerer? And this bugbear says, I go by many names. But my last one didn't come. Some people thought it was a little weird. They thought it was a little weird. I got a little tired of you can call me Big Pink Tom, okay? You can call me Big Pink Tom. And so Salamander became a follower of Big Pink Tom, the bugbear sorcerer. And congratulations, chat. You now know Big Pink Tom. Are you confused, Michael? Hopefully you are satisfied with that, Big Pink Tom. Yeah. Let's see. I think I'm like okay with where Salamander is sitting. How about the Quicken Relic? Low level gives a person quick draw, and maybe next lightning reflexes, and next. Wow, those are wild. That's really strong. Just given feats. Holy. That's very strong. I would have to heavily consider that. It might not be a bad idea. I don't want to go into too much of what might happen after this yet. I'm still kind of thinking it out. But point being, so Eve has this like necklace of it's got like the tree symbol. Sounds good. Thanks, Tommy. Hope you have a good night as well. I will catch you later. You guys were playing Stellaris? How'd the game go? And if you have to go, Cam can fill me in. But a +2 reflex, +2 to reflex and a free action draw weapon isn't that bad. The improved initiative, which is the final power, is the real benefit. Yeah. You mentioned the other games by Paradox and taught me one for a bit. Okay. Got you. Sounds good. Paradox is... I'm a fan of Paradox. Cam is real big brain. I'm over here. I'm satisfied with my spaceships and just cruising around exploring, finding anomalies. Cam's like, yeah, but... I don't know enough tropes about Europa Universalis to make a joke about how complicated it is, but... It's trying to bring me over to that. That's what I'm getting at. That's where I'm going. So that's potentially in the cards. Tommy learned to murder rebellious vassals. It's a good thing to learn. It's an important thing to learn. It's true, it is a bit more unique than just giving someone haste. Like, yeah. Feats could be temporary. Yeah. It would be cool to give the bard those feats, because the bard wants to basically be able to shoot arrows sometimes. So, you know, we'll see. But just like, yeah. Sounds good. Good night, Tommy. Thank you for stopping by. I prefer letting them rot in the dungeon for 5 years and then castrating them myself. Cam, are we still talking Paradox games or player characters? Yeah, I appreciate the ideas, so thank you. Thank you for sharing them. I'll have to take another break for water. Usually I'm really bad at drinking water, but like this is gone, and okay, so like I filled this before. Like, I was drinking this before I started, but like, it was definitely above halfway when I started stream, and now it's like, it's down here, down there. So, a lot of water gone. A lot of water gone. Neither. Oh, yikes. Very well. Nah. I'm okay, Kiyomi, thank you though. I'm good on both. I need a break anyway soon, so I will hop up and grab some water. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to talk about earlier, is I got like a problem with seltzer waters. One, it's a lot of waste. It's a lot of waste. And I'm a good human. I care about the environment. So throwing away or recycling even like 20, 30 cans a month, not like it makes my heart hurt a little bit. It makes me a little sad, you know? 2, I have to like go to the store to buy these. I have to go buy more. That's really inconvenient, especially when we're in quarantine. So I bought a SodaStream, and we'll be trying that out. Which is just, it's a thing. It's purely mechanical, which is cool, but it's just a thing that, like, it's a press that you, it's aluminum? Yeah, it's aluminum, so, like, it's not the worst, right? It's not the worst, but it still takes energy to recycle. It's not, like, it has to be collected and delivered and processed. It's not waste, but it's not ideal. But yeah, so I got a SodaStream that just, it's like, you put a longer lasting can of carbon dioxide in it, you connect that, and then you like put a special water bottle on it, and then you like press a pump, and it just shoots carbon dioxide into your water. So that's neat. I'm excited for that. It doesn't need to be plugged in or anything. It's all mechanical. It's just a lever that like opens the valve. So yeah, we'll see how that is. I might be drinking homemade-ish carbonated water, and I'm a little worried that it's not going to taste the best with our tap water. Like, our tap water's fine, but it might not be as nice as the canned ones. Yeah, my stepfather-in-law is obsessed with his. Yeah, my older sister has one, or had one, and really liked it. I don't know if it's still around. It seemed like it was... Here's my other concern. It seemed like it was kind of going. It was kind of like fading and having trouble after like less than a year of her having it. So I'm a little concerned in that front. I'm a little worried, you know? But yeah. That doesn't seem to be a problem that most of the people have with it. Also, it was like an older one. This is literally, it's like 7 years ago that she had it. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like that was one of the earlier models, and they've probably been a little refined and a bit improved since then. Okay. So, instead of staring at Salamander right now, actually, let's see. If we're gonna switch gears, if we're gonna start talking, I want to start talking about Haida, the town that they're in, and sounds good, Michael. Thank you for stopping by. I will, yeah. I'll like probably message you tomorrow, and we can plan a little bit for Thursday. So yeah, have a good night. And I'm gonna go on break as well. So I will be right back. And then we'll talk about Haida, the town they're in, and like what kind of stuff they might run into before they can actually get to their destination. So be right back in a couple of minutes.